let her moans sing willow, willow, willow. Her salt tears fell from her and soften the stones. Sing willow, 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 willow. Oh, willow, 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 willow shall be my guide.
Caius Coriolanus was a worthy officer in war, but insolent, overcome with pride, ambitious past all thinking, self-loving. Reason because they then less need one another. The war's for my money. I hope to see Romans as cheap as Volscians. They are rising, they are rising. 'Tis so, and as war in some sort may be said to be a ravisher, so it cannot be denied, but peace is a greater number of cuckolds. Let me have war, I say. It exceeds peace as far as a day does night. It's sprightly, waking, audible, and full of vent. Peace is a very apoplexy. Lethargy, mulled, deaf, sleepy, insensible. A getter of more bastard children than war's a destroyer to men. You common cry of curs whose breath I hate, as weak o'er the rotten fens, whose loves I prize, as dead carcasses of unburied men that do pollute my air, I banish you. And here you remain with your uncertainties. Let every feeble rumour shock your hearts. Your enemies, with nodding of their plumes, fan you into despair, with power still to banish your defenders, till at length your ignorance, which finds not till it feels, making not reservations of yourselves, still your own foes, deliver you a most abated captives to some nation that won you without blows, despising. For you, the city, I do turn my back. There is a world elsewhere.
To some poet way across the ocean who keeps churning out well-measured verse about everything but the actual mess. Why does no one write anymore like Pliny the Younger and his uncle Pliny the Elder, that most Roman natural historian said, Vita vigilia est. To be alive means to be awake. To be alive means to be awake. That was before Vesuvius got him. Pliny the Younger, both nephew and protege of the elder, recounts what killed his uncle was not a 1500-degree tide of bloody lava. Curiosity and the gas got him. Kelsey squints through tiny spectacles fogged by the damp. She shakes her head. When we turn a corner, we find it off the house, then climb like pilgrims, curious to see the half-lit attic where the little Jewish author kept her own vigil, letter by strange letter, until she too was dragged into the dark.
If it was so, it was a grievous fault, and grievously hath Caesar answered it. Here, under leave of Brutus and the rest, for Brutus is an honourable man, so are they all honourable men. Come I to speak in Caesar's funeral. He hath brought many captives home to Rome, whose ransoms did the general coffers fill. Did this in Caesar seem ambitious? When at the poor cried, Caesar hath wept. Ambition should be made of sterner stuff. If Brutus says, he was ambitious. And sure, he is an honourable man. You all did see that on the Lupercal I thrice presented him a kingly crown, which he did thrice refuse. Was this in Caesar ambition? If Brutus says he was ambitious, and sure, he is an honourable man. I speak not to disprove what Brutus spoke, but here I am to speak what I do know. You all did love him once. What cause withholds you then to mourn for him? Judgment of fled to British beasts, and men have lost their reason. And to friends, I must not read it. It is not meet you know how Caesar loved you. Nay, press not so upon me, stand far off. If you have tears, prepare to shed them now. You all do know this mantle. I remember the first time Caesar ever put it on. It was on a summer's evening in his tent, the day he overcame the Nervii. Look, in this place ran Cassius' dagger through. See what a rent the envious Casca made. Through this, the well-beloved Brutus stabbed. As he plucked his cursed steel away, mark of the blood of Caesar followed it, as rushing out of doors to be resolved if Brutus so unkindly knocked. Oh no! For Brutus, as you know, was Caesar's angel. Judge, oh you gods, how Caesar loved him. This was the most unkindest cut of all, for when the noble Caesar saw him stab, ingratitude, more strong than traitor's arms, quite vanquished him, then burst his mighty heart, and in his mantle, muffling up his face, even at the base of Pompey's statue, which all the while ran blood, great Caesar fell. Oh, what a fall there was, my countrymen. And I, and you, all of us fell down, whilst bloody treason flourished over us. Oh, now you weep, and I perceive you feel the dint of pity. These are gracious drops. Kind souls, what? Weep you when you behold our Caesar's vesture wounded? He is himself! Marred, as you see, with traitors! Say, countrymen! Good friends, sweet friends! Let me not stir you up to such a sudden flood of mutiny.
Thou speaketh all right. I am the merry wanderer of the night. I jest to Oberon and make him smile, when I a fat and bean-fed horse beguile, and when she drinks against her lips I bob, and on her withered dewlap pour the ale, the wisest ant telling the saddest tale. Sometimes for 3-foot stool mistaketh me, then slip I from her bum, down topples she. No trumpet sounds the battle cry, no royal flourish the scepter slips. Cheating rats flee sinking ships, crownless head in a larval state, his severed ego can't dictate. No more pandering will claim the fold, a welcome triumph to behold. Life hath purpose, meaning now, no heavy hand to make us bow. Fury and glee contort as one, juxtaposed upon our tongue.
With water heated by old forests in an ancient pavane, under a marble dome pierced for light by
yet in these thoughts myself almost despising. Haply I think on thee, and then my state, like to the lark at break of day arising from sullen earth, sings hymns at heaven's gate. For thy sweet love remembered such wealth brings, that then I scorn to change my state with kings.
Presentest a pure unstained prime. Thou hast passed by the ambush of young days, either not assailed or victor being charged. Yet this thy praise cannot be so thy praise, to tie up envy evermore enlarged. If some suspect of ill mask not thy show, then thou alone kingdoms of hearts shouldest owe.
For Oberon is passing fell and wrath, because that she as her attendant hath a lovely boy stolen from an Indian king. She never had so sweet a changeling. The jealous Oberon would have the child, knight of his train, to trace the forest wild. But she perforce withholds the loved boy, crowns him with flowers and makes him all her joy. And now they never meet in grove or green, by fountain clear or spangled starlight sheen. But they do swear that all their elves for fear creep into acorn cups and hide them there.
Full of wise saws and modern instances, and so he plays his part. The sixth stage shifts into the lean and slippered pantaloon, with spectacles on nose and pouch on side, his youthful hose well saved, a world too wide for his shrunk shank, and his big manly voice turning again towards childish trouble, pipes and whistles in his sound. And the last scene of all that ends this strange, eventful history is second childishness and mere oblivion. Without teeth, without eyes, without taste, without everything. So when life gets you down and you've had quite enough, just remember you're standing on a planet that's evolving. Just remember that we're standing on a planet that's evolving, revolving at 900 miles an hour. And the sun and you and me and all the stars that you can see are moving at 1,000,000 miles a day in an outer spiral arm at 40,000 miles a second. In the galaxy they call the Milky Way. The galaxy itself contains 100 billion stars. It's 100,000 light years side to side. It bulges in the middle, 16,000 light years thick, but out by us it's just 3,000 light years wide. It's 20,000 light years to galactic central point. We go around every 200 million years. And our galaxy is only one of millions of billions in this amazing and expanding universe. The universe itself keeps on expanding and expanding in all the directions it can whiz, as fast as it can go, the speed of light. You know, that's 12 million miles a minute, and that's the fastest speed there is. So remember when you're feeling very small and insecure, how amazingly unlikely is your birth. And pray that there's intelligent life somewhere up above, because there's obviously bugger all here down on Earth. Thanks.
When in doubt or battle hot, it's often hard to know combatant from civilian, good from bad, or friend from foe. So kill 'em all, is what they say. God will sort 'em out. As brutal as this saying sounds, it's comforting to those in doubt. perhaps we, sitting safe at home, should learn to think like them. When faced with consequences dire, just remember, all things end, and God, not us, saves or condemns. Thanks.
Oh, that she knew she were. She speaks, yet she says nothing. What of that? Her eye discourses. I will answer it. I am too bold. 'Tis not me she speaks. Two of the fairest stars in the heaven, having some business, do entreat her eyes to twinkle in their spheres till they return. What if her eyes were there, they in her head? The brightness of her cheek would shame those stars, as daylight doth a lamp. Her eyes in heaven would through the airy region stream so bright that birds would sing and think it were not night. See how she leans her cheek upon her hand. Oh, that I were a glove upon that hand, that I might touch that cheek. Oh, she speaks.
Thunder only happens when it's raining. Lift your open hand, strike up the band and make the fireflies dance, silver moon sparkling. So kiss me. Slowly, child is slow.